A doctor helps us overcome our illness. He or she takes care of our health. In our series, Money Doctor, we help doctors overcome their money-related ailments. And joining me to do this, the Money Doctor is Gaurav Mashruwala, India's best-known certified financial planner. Thanks very much, Gaurav. And joining me today is Dr. Tushar Jagtap. He is a dermatologist. Thank you very much, sir, for coming by on Money Doctor. And have you ever had time in your life to think about money as well? What have you done with your money? Do you invest? Do you manage to invest?
This is a good question. I should say I'm happy that those who force me to invest in that, like in some government policies, especially LICs, PPF, and some bank schemes.
Doctor, if you have to invest now, what will be those responsibilities and dreams for which you want to invest and create wealth?
I do have responsibility in future about my children's education, and really I will live in a very small, flat. In future, I would be spending money on their education one and buying out a better place for myself.
When will you require this large amount?
They are 22 plus, but in next couple of years, I may need some money.
Require that money. First is, doctor, you mentioned that you invest in government schemes, banks, I understand, but you also mentioned LIC, which is life insurance. And don't look at life insurance from investment perspective, at least not in current scenario. In future, if scenario changes, you may want to consider that option. Coming back to going further and your requirement of children's education or maybe even retirement or a larger home or slowing down your career, because that's what you opt for, not that it will happen. You may want to look at situation whereby money comes to you when you need. And hence there's one such vehicle called mutual fund. A lot of people feel that mutual fund invest in stock market. That's not true. Nobody invests in mutual fund, we invest through mutual fund, and through mutual fund we can invest in stock market, or through mutual fund we can invest in gold, or through mutual fund we can invest, as you mentioned, in government securities, bond, debentures, etc. So it's a vehicle, but the benefit, 2 or 3 benefits of this particular vehicle is, one is that there are experts who are managing. Number 2, you can do it with small amounts. Number 3, you can do it on regular basis, what they technically call systematic investment plan, like a recurring deposit, fixed amount you're investing every month. You get diversification, small amount they would have collected from lot many people, so they have a larger corpus and they would have spread across many investments. So indirectly you are investing in many more instruments, scripts, companies. So it's a better tool for someone like a doctor who's not spending day to day or even on weekly or monthly basis keeping track. In fact, one should not look at it monthly or weekly, because it's like if a patient checks blood pressure daily, even if he doesn't have, he's bound to have. I personally don't look at my portfolio more than once a quarter. Now, having said that, somewhere listed down, saying that I may require for my son or daughter's higher education next 1 or 2 years or 5 years, their marriage, even retirement. Now, once you have that, then you may want to consult somebody and say, okay, now these are my responsibilities and dreams for which I want to save money, and hence recommend me appropriate mutual fund schemes. It's like a patient comes to you, you examine where the problem is, what is the reason. You may ask him to undertake certain tests, and based on that, you will prescribe not only the medicine, but the dosage, twice a day, thrice a day, and then you keep observing, and then you may reduce the dose, change the dose if it's, he's getting some allergy to it or whatever. Same way this thing works. So first decide for what, then get a medicine in form of mutual funds, and then ensure that every 3 months you go and review. And that would be a better way, because then you are creating wealth for your requirements.
It's been a pleasure talking to you, Dr. Jagtap. Thank you very much, and we wish you all the very best.
Thank you very much.
An investor awareness initiative by SBI Mutual Fund. Mutual fund investments are subject to market risks. Read all scheme-related documents carefully.